Hey guys, and welcome to today's yoga. Today's yoga is to open up the heart and let love in. Grab your mat and let's get started. Let's start out in our child's pose, coming onto our knees, bringing the seat to the feet with the big toes to touch. Take a big inhale, tall spine, and exhale, walk the hands forward, bring the forehead to the mat. And just take a few breaths here, noticing how the body's feeling. Let's slowly come up, coming into our hero pose, bringing our seat to the feet, knees touching, and just puff out the chest here, clasping the hands behind your back. Look up. And release. And let's come into our recline hero pose. Walking the elbows down by the toes. And laying fully back if possible. If not, you could stay on your elbows. Just opening up that heart. Letting all that love pour in. And just stay here for a few breaths. And let's come out. Let's come into our camel pose, coming up on the knees and curling the toes under. Bring your right hand to your right heel and your left hand to your left heel, opening up your chest here. Take a few breaths. And let's slowly come out. Let's come into our Sphinx pose, coming onto the stomach, bringing the legs long behind. Plant the hands, bringing the elbows in towards the rib cage. And take a few breaths here. Make sure the chest is nice and puffed out. Let's surrender. And we're going to come into our Lang tree pose here. Bring the left arm into goalpost, walking the fingertips up. And roll over your left arm. Bring the right knee into the air, planting the right foot. And keeping that left leg long. Opening up the chest here. Big breaths. And let's switch sides. Bring the right arm into goalpost. Walking the fingertips up. And let's roll over that right shoulder. Bring the left knee in the air, planting the left foot. Take a few breaths. Roll back to center. And when you get there, we're going to come into our puppy pose. So coming onto the knees, keeping the seat in the air. Walk the hands forward, bringing the forehead to the mat, and pushing the chest as close to the mat as possible. Really melt into this pose, surrendering your heart. Let's slowly come out of this pose, and let's come to find a comfortable seat. And when you get there, bring the hands behind your seat. Push your seat up, puffing out the chest. Taking a few breaths here. And release. And whichever leg was in front, put the other one in front. We're going to set up to do the same thing on this side. When you get comfortable, inhale, push your seat off the mat, looking up. And release your seat back to the ground. Take a big inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands together. Prayer to the heart. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, prayer together at the heart. And do this one more time. Big inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, hands together at the heart. And we're going to come to lie down on our backs. We're going to come into our bridge pose when we get there. Planting the feet, hands long by your sides with the fingertips pointing towards the toes. Take a big inhale, push your hips towards the sky. Few breaths. Release your seat back on the mat. And if you have 2 blocks, you could grab them. We're going to come into supported fish pose. Bring 1 block parallel to your spine underneath the shoulder blades. And 1 block to support your head. And lay back onto the blocks, getting comfortable here. Make sure that they're in the right spot. Legs long and arms open, palms wide. Take up as much space as you need to. Take a few big breaths here. Let's slowly come out of this pose. And let's come into our final resting pose. Legs long, taking up space. 1 hand on the heart and 1 on the belly. Open your heart up to love. Make sure to always be giving yourself an adequate amount of love. Open your heart to receiving love from others. I'm going to leave you with a quote today from Diane von Furstenberg. It is so important to take time for yourself and find clarity. The most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. Thank you for practicing with me today, yogis. Keep taking care of your mind and your body. With gratitude and love, namaste.